Landlord, do you know what steps to take if your tenant falls into arrears? The thought of a tenant stopping their rent payments can be stressful, but it's important to know what you should and shouldn't do if this happens. The first step is to try and make contact with your tenant to understand the situation. Are they unable to pay because they've fallen on hard times, or are they simply refusing to pay? These are two very different situations that require different approaches. Always start by speaking with your tenant to see if there's a solution that works for both of you. From a procedural standpoint, it's important to follow the correct process when chasing rent arrears. Do not visit their home unannounced or show up at their workplace. Instead, make contact in a formal, documented manner. Once a tenant is in 7 days arrears, send a formal rent demand letter. Repeat this at 14 days and 21 days. During this time, try to reach out by phone every few days to discuss the situation and ask when they plan to make payment. Remember, don't harass them with constant calls. Maintain a respectful, scheduled approach. If your tenant is non-responsive, consider applying for direct payment through Universal Credit. If your tenant is receiving Universal Credit and has fallen into arrears, you can apply to have the rent paid directly to you. There's no harm in applying. Even if you're unsure if they receive Universal Credit, you won't lose anything by trying. Most tenants want to pay their rent, especially those who can't pay due to financial difficulties. If you're dealing with a tenant who won't pay despite having the means to do so, it's crucial to act quickly. Serve the rent demand letters at 7-day, 14 days and 21-day marks, and on the 28th day, serve a notice of possession. Take court action as soon as legally possible to regain possession of your property. Now, before I continue, if you are finding this video useful, please like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. For tenants who are in 2 months of rent arrears or more, you can serve a Section 8 notice, which comes with a 14-day notice period in England. This is the quickest way to regain possession if your tenant is refusing to pay. While a Section 21 notice is also an option, it requires a much longer 2 months notice period, making Section 8 the faster choice in these cases. In most cases, rent arrears can be resolved through communication. By speaking with your tenant to understand their challenges and negotiating a payment plan, you can often reduce arrears and prevent them from escalating. However, if communication fails, especially with tenants who won't pay, swift action is necessary. There are insurances available to landlords to cover non-payment of rent and legal costs if the tenant does fail to pay and legal action needs to be taken. This is called rental guarantee insurance. This type of insurance policy designed to protect landlords against the financial risks associated with tenants failing to pay. If a tenant falls into arrears, the insurance policy will cover the unpaid rent, ensuring that the landlord continues to receive their rental income even if the tenant isn't paying. This is how rent guarantee insurance typically works. The policy usually covers the rental income for a specified period, often up to 12 months, depending on the terms of the policy. It may also cover legal expenses incurred if you need to evict the tenant due to non-payment. To be eligible for rent guarantee insurance, the landlord usually needs to have conducted proper tenant referencing checks, which include credit checks, employment verification, and previous landlord references. If a tenant falls behind on rent, the landlord can make a claim after a certain number of days, for example 30 days of non-payment of rent. The insurer will then pay the missed rent up to the limit set in the policy. Some policies also include coverage for legal costs associated with eviction proceedings, which can be very expensive and time-consuming. Rent guarantee insurance provides landlords with peace of mind, knowing that their income is protected, even if their tenant encounters financial difficulties or refuses to pay. Overall, rent guarantee insurance is a valuable tool for landlords, particularly those who rely on rental income to cover mortgage payments or other expenses. To stay up to date with the current legislation, we host quarterly webinars focused on landlord legislation within the private rented sector. You can join for free by clicking the link in the description below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.